Wanted to give you some help on this lesson 1-8 assignment. So I've selected several problems that I will work through for you, hopefully with you. And I hope this helps as you not only do this assignment, but as you prepare for the test that's coming up. So I chose number 12, and the directions here are to determine whether the solid is a polyhedron, then identify the solid, okay? And then if it is a polyhedron, name the bases, faces, edges, and vertices. So this is a polyhedron. And the name of this is going to be, first of all, you notice the base is a pentagon, so we're going to call this a pentagonal prism. Always tell me based on the number of sides, the polygon on the base, the two bases, of course they'll be the same. Let that be the description of the actual shape, the solid. And then let's name the bases. All right, so bases will be pentagon. I'll just say pentagons. Both of these are pentagons. A, B, C, D, and E. And G, H, J, K, F. The faces, these are going to be rectangles. I'll just do a little rectangle symbol. And first of all, the bases themselves we'll just go ahead and list those last, but these are going to be faces as well. But I'll just start here. There's going to be, of course, several F, E, D, K. F, E, D, K, all right. And then we can say G, A, E, F. And then over here we could say A, B, H, G. B, H, G. Then down here on the bottom we could say B, C, J, H. And then right here, K, D, C, J. All right, and I think we got all those. And then, of course, pentagons A, B, C, D, E, and G, H, J, K, F. All right, and then the edges. These will be line segments, of course. So F, E, G, A, HB, JC, KD, FE we already got, okay, and then we'll go these vertical edges, so FK, FG, GH, HJ, and JK. And now we'll do this side, AB, BC, CD, and DE. And I think we got all the edges. Nope, notice we got that last one there at the top. And I'll just do EA. Okay, and then the vertices. And the vertices are going to be points, so we can just use capital letters. And so basically it's starting with A, all the letters in the alphabet are used consecutively, A, B, C, D, E. Just not I. Let's see, make sure I got them all. Looks like we got them all. Okay, so that would be your final answer then for number 12. All right, on number 14, we have another polyhedron. And this is a triangular prism. And the bases are going to be triangles. So we'll just do a little triangle shape, KLJ and PNM. The faces will be these. I'll just go ahead and put them. And then we have rectangle PKJM. NLJM. Let's see, I got this one, PKJM, I got the one that's facing. Now I need to get the one on the back side, so that's PKLN. All right, so we got 3, 4, 5 faces, got them all. And then edges. We have PK. We have NL, MJ, PK, NL, MJ. And then we can go this way, PM, KJ. We could go KL and PN. Then these two down here on the bottom, JL and MN. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And then the vertices, just all of the letters. So you just list them. M, P, K, L, J, N. All right, and that's our answer then for number 14. All right, and then number 16, we're still in that same block of problems. This is not a polyhedron. It does not have all flat surfaces. This is actually called a cylinder. We still have to identify it. But since it's not a polyhedron, we don't have to go through, obviously there are no faces or edges or vertices. So this is as far as we need to go on number 16. Number 17 is a polyhedron. And it is a pyramid, and if you look at the bottom, the base will help us describe the type of pyramid, and the base is a pentagon, so we're going to say it's a pentagonal pyramid. All right, so the base is pentagon JDFGH. The faces will include this pentagon. And then we have triangles. We have HEG. We have JEH. JED. DEF. FEG. And let's see, GEH I've already got, so I think we're good as far as the faces. Now we'll do the edges. So we've got several line segments, HE, JE, DE, FE, GE, and then around the base we can do GH, HJ, JD, DF, FG. And then finally the vertices. We can say the vertices are E, H, J, D, F, G. I'll just list those so that the top vertex is last. They don't have to be in alphabetical order, but I'm going to do all of the pentagon first together. J, D, F, G, H, and then we'll put E. That's a G there. Okay, so that's it. That is your answer for some of the problems in the block 12 to 17. Just pick some of those. And that's the kind of thing you're doing when it is a polyhedron. And now we're going to be doing some calculations of surface area and volume. And number 18, I just went ahead and identified this for you. You'll need to do this yourself, but this is a rectangular prism. And I went ahead and gave you you got the sheet that you can refer to, and you'll have that, of course, on your test as well. So this is the surface area. We just have to make sure we understand what these letters refer to. P is the perimeter of the base. This capital P is the perimeter of the base, and this capital B is the area of the base. And then H, of course, lowercase h, is the height of the object. All right, so let's find the perimeter of the base. So that's be 2 5s, that's 10 plus a 4 is 14. That's the perimeter of the base times the height of this solid, which is 6, plus 2 times the area of the base. The area of the base, remember, is length times width. That's 5 times 2, which is 10. So we have 84 plus 20, and that's 104. And you always do surface area in square inches or square, whatever the unit of measurement is. So this will be 104 square inches. And then the volume is, again, here's the area of the base, which we've already calculated up here. So that's 10 times the height of the solid. That's 6. So pretty easy calculation. That's going to be 60 cubic inches. Volume is always in units cubed. And so there's your answer for number 18. Number 20 is a cone. So here is your formula. This lowercase l is the slant height. All right, and so we're given that. Here's 13 yards. R, of course, is radius. Everything else is pretty straightforward, so let's plug in pi times radius squared. Well, they gave us the diameter, so we know radius is half that, so r squared, 5 squared would be 25. And then r times the slant height, which is 13. And now we'll just go to our calculator. And let's see what we get. So it's 25 pi plus 65 pi. And our directions are to round to the nearest tenth. So it looks like it's going to be 282.7. 282.7. And it's square yards. All right, and volume, the formula is given. The radius is 5, so that's going to be 25. Now this is the height of the solid, and that's pictured here as 12. So you could do 25 times 12 times pi, and then divide all that by 3. To the nearest tenth, that is 314.2 cubic yards. All right, now we have another prism. This is a triangular prism, but the formula is the same as what we did before. Just a little different way to come up, of course, with perimeter of a triangle and the area of a triangle. So we just have to be careful with that. So P is the perimeter of the base, and so the perimeter of the base is going to be 6 plus 8 plus 10, and that's going to be 24. The height of this is, remember, the bases are on the ends, and this face is what connects the two bases. So the height of this solid is going to be 5 centimeters. And then we have to do the area of the base. The area of a triangle, of course, is 1/2 base times height. And really, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You could think of base as 8, height as 6, but it's going to come out the same way either way if you get them switched. So that's going to be 1/2 of 48, which is 24. All right, so let's see what we got. 24 times 5 and 24 times 2. And that is 168 square centimeters. And then for the volume, it's the area of the base, which we already got that. That's 24 times the height of the solid. That's 5. And 24 times 5 is 120. And the volume is in cubic units. All right, very good. We got one more in this block I'll do for you. This is a rectangular pyramid, and here's the formula for surface area. So let's see if we can find the area of the base. That's this capital B, area of the base. Well, it's just going to be 16 squared. That's 256. 1/2 the perimeter of the base. So 16 times 4 is 64. And L is the slant height. So slant height here is, it's this dotted line 17. So 64 times 17 And then we're going to basically, I'll just go ahead and write that in. So that's the perimeter of the base times the slant height, and then we're basically just going to take half of that. You don't have to show all of this, just making sure you follow. So we're going to be doing 256 plus 544, and that is 800 square feet. All right, and so for volume, we already came up with the area of the base, that's 256, times the height, and they gave us this, that's 15 feet. You can see the height of the solid. And so we just plug into our calculator, 256 times 15, and divide that by 3. And that's 1,280 cubic feet. All right, so we got one more. I want to help you with this word problem at the end of the lesson. So we have this rectangular card box, and basically, as I told you here, what's being described with this card box is a rectangular prism. So identifying the solid, the object, and is really key here, because then you know what formula to refer to. So we just have to figure out for surface area the perimeter of the base. So it's 2.5 inches by 3.5 inches. So 2.5 times 2 plus 3.5 times 2. So that's 5 plus 7, which is 12, times the height, which is 0.75, and then 2 times the area of the base. So the base would be 2.5 times 3.5, and that's 8.75. So we go to our calculator. Two times 8.75, and we got 26.5 square inches. So that's the answer for letter A. That's the surface area and the volume of sand in the card box. All right, so once again, you know what the area of the base is. And then the height is 0.75. Multiply those together. So this product is 6.56. I just noticed when I copied this problem over from the book, from the online book, I just noticed that there's a fraction missing. So your problem reads the depth of the box is 1/4 inch or 3/4 inch, but the depth of cards in the box is only 1/2. So somehow when I copied this over, that 1/2 did not carry forward. So basically we're going to take this number and divide it by 2. And the online book says the volume of sand in the card box. I don't know where that came from, but it should be cards. But my online book says sand for some strange reason. Okay, so making this adjustment, the formula is still good, but according to the word problem, and it should be printed in your book, there should be a 1/2. So we're just going to take this and divide it by 2. And then round it, and then that's rounded to the nearest tenth. That would be 3.3 cubic inches. Okay, that's all I have for you, and I hope that helps. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I will see you next time.